Marcus is in Los Angeles. Hey, Marcus, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
You too, sir. How can I help?
Well, we just started the program, and we were in baby step 2. Now we're back to baby step 1, gaining $1,000 because we started out with $56,000 in debt. And when we had our financial meeting, it turns out there's actually $205,000 more dollars added to that.
I'm so confused. You had $200,000 worth of debt you didn't know you had?
Yes, sir.
How is this possible? Explain to me.
It's possible because the honesty in our marriage, it wasn't where it was supposed to be. And I'm in a tough spot right now because I'm not going to leave my family, one. And two, when the truth had to come out, when it came out, I'm just in a bad place, man. It's tough for me right now.
Okay, so you're saying your wife had hid $200,000 worth of debt from you?
Yes.
Holy crap.
That's what I said.
I don't think I want to be at that kitchen table when that unfolds.
No. One of the things I say to one of my friends, I said, yeah, well, I started this financial peace, but I guess before peace comes war.
Well, there's that. How long have you been married?
We've been married for 17 years.
What's your household income?
Our household income, mine is about actually, to be exact, it's $142,000.
Okay, and does she work outside the home?
Mm-hmm.
What does she make? Is that part of that money?
That's part of that money.
Okay, $142,000. So how are you married for 17 years and she possibly has a life the size of $200,000 off to the side that you don't know about?
That's the same question I asked. Because
I'm asking you because that says you're not plugged into your wife very well.
You're right, 100%. She was in school to get her PhD, and
how much of this is student loan debt?
205. Well, actually, 205 plus 25 more thousand. 230.
Okay, so it's all student loan debt.
But mostly, yes.
Okay, so you knew she was going to school, and you knew you weren't paying for it. How did you think it was being paid for?
Here goes the bad part. This is the bad part. After it came out that it was $200,000, I asked, well, where did this come from? How did it happen? She said, well, I went and looked back, and really there's only about $50,000 that I should have used to get my education. And I asked her, I said, well, is there a bank account with $150,000 that I don't know about, since I don't know about this debt either? And, of course, the answer was no. So I don't know. We don't have a lifestyle to where you have to have $150,000 extra. And I don't know where it went. I don't know.
All right. There's several things going on here, okay? There's the future, which the two of you attack a $200,000 debt pile with $142,000 income. That's thing one. There's the past, where the two of you have to get a real clear understanding on what actually occurred in the past in order to start to rebuild not only your financials, but also your trust. In our world, we call this financial infidelity, because this level of breach of trust, this level of you being asleep at the wheel and her lying her butt off while you're asleep at the wheel, it approximates having an affair in the emotional space.
Yeah.
And so you guys are going to have to sit down with a marriage counselor and unpack some of this as to how you're this asleep at the wheel and how she's willing to lie at this level. And throw up her hands and go, I have no idea where $150,000 went. So you've got to rebuild that trust to be able to go forward in your relationship. And the only possible way that you repay this together is to go forward in your relationship. I assume your name is not on the loans unless she committed criminal fraud. So maybe she has the loans if there were a divorce. And I'm not recommending a divorce, but I'm saying that you guys have got to walk through the rebuilding of your relationship very similar to a couple that has experienced an adulterous affair. It's not the same, but it's pretty close with a lot of people. And the way you're talking this through, that's the way it sounds. So, and this is very extreme because of the numbers. So I'm going to highly recommend a good marriage counselor as step one for your finances to be healed.